Hi everyone, in this video I want to talk a bit about my art journey. So as a lot of you know, James does a lot of the illustration work for StickerKitten at the minute, and I want to up my skills so I can do a lot of the illustration and pattern making too. And so that'll be for our paper craft collections, our stickers, anything that goes onto print on demand sites, and also to build up a portfolio for art licensing too. So over the past maybe year or so, I've been working on my digital skills in Procreate, but also my traditional artwork skills. So I just kind of want to show you through what I've been working on. So let's jump into it here. So when I first started out, let's shrink me down so you can see my screen. When I first started out with Procreate, I was pretty much a complete beginner about a year ago. So some of the initial things that I drew, obviously not great. My flowers are wonky, my illustration has no texture, I didn't use a very good brush for this in Procreate. But for my pretty much first time ever trying to put something together, I learned a lot, and that's the important thing. I think I was blocked for quite a while thinking I had to make beautiful things every time, but I've kind of read a lot about it and come to the conclusion that it's okay to make bad art. It's a good thing to make bad art because that's how you learn. So this is the second collection I put together. I like how my little cocktail umbrellas pattern came out. And I like the colours that I pulled out for this collection. I haven't done anything with these at the minute. I've put them in this cell sheet and added art licensing details, but I haven't pitched any of these designs to any companies because I'm still learning and practicing. This is my third one that I did in Procreate, and then I finished them off in Photoshop. So with this one I was pleased with how this illustration came out. I liked the colours and the balance of flowers and foliage, and that my handwriting came out quite nicely. I also like this design that I did. The pattern's not very even, so I still have a lot to learn about making patterns that look well balanced, but I was happy to have been able to make a pattern that looked like this. At the minute, James does our patterns in Illustrator, and I've been working in Procreate and Photoshop, so it's two different ways. One, Illustrator is vector, so you can resize things more easily. The way I'm doing it right now is pixel, it's not vector, so you can't resize things and reshape them in the same way, but it's my aim to be able to learn and to use both programs. So yeah, I'm starting with Procreate and Photoshop. This one I did as a kind of kids type theme. I was testing out different brushes, so this I went for like a flat bold design, and then this one is kind of a chalkier, more coloured pencil type texture, all done digitally still. Then I did this sort of Halloween type collection. I started to get a bit more confident with drawing and Procreate, so I put together this. It looks a little bit unfinished down here, but I was happy with the composition of the elements, the fact that I managed to make some leaves look like background pieces and some elements look like foreground pieces. I liked my blobby mushrooms pattern and the cute pumpkins, although I think I wanted to do something a bit better with the faces. They look a bit kind of pasted on. Next I did like a harvest autumn type collection. I'm happy with how my pumpkin came out. I love this one. This is a bit dark, and I like the cute mushroom, although I'm still not sure about the eyes, and maybe I would do those differently. But I started to get a bit more into the style that I like, so with these little stars and these cute flowers and these kind of blobby type shapes, that feels like more cute, more StickerKitten to me. So I was sort of feeling a bit happier by the time I did this one. I didn't have much time over Christmas, so I just did the one pattern, and I decided to focus on texture for this one, so it has a sort of snowy effect background. It has a more pencil-y crayon type effect on the presents. I don't love it, but the pattern came out a bit better balanced than what I've done in the past. And also here I had to go at layering, so you see some of the foliage is behind the presents, some is overlapping, some is in front. So that was the first time I tried to kind of overlap elements like that instead of just giving each thing its own space. January was a plant lady theme. So this one again, I was using quite a scratchy textured brush in Procreate to do these two. But I'm always drawn back to this flat style, which I prefer, so I was really happy with how this pattern came out. And I turned these elements into a sticker sheet, which I super love. Next I did this one, which I've called Swan River. So this one I realised the text on here is too hard to read. These two patterns didn't come out quite as I wanted, and this one's a little bit dark. But I was pleased with the look of this illustration. It came out close to how I pictured, and I was able to layer up the elements in the way that I wanted. And in fact I turned the swan and the bows into some stickers. So let's show you those. Here I opened them up. So I pulled out my favourite bow from the bow pattern and I made it into a sticker sheet. And they cut really well. Look how cute they came out. They're so cool. And the swans as well. So I felt really proud of these because it was me doing the process from start to end. So I drew the swans, I exported them, made them into stickers, put them in the file, made up the sticker file. James cut the sticker file, the machines are his thing. But I was really pleased that this was kind of, my own mini project from start to finish. So swans and bows. And then the most recent one that I've done, these are all based off a theme that I follow. So there's a lady called Christina Hulkrantz who runs a collection club on Patreon, and each month we have a theme that we design to. And last month's theme was William Morris florals, so I put together this mini collection. It's not finished, I've got bits missing, like a vine theme. I don't really like the butterfly, I don't really like the texture that I used. I quite like this cute pattern of like these daffodil type flowers and sparkles. And then this one started to get a bit, I don't know, too windy and viney and not StickerKitten enough for me, so I stopped on that one. And this month we have a birthday theme, so I'm designing some cute tulips and flowers. What else? A bunny maybe, some spring type elements. So I'll try and show those somewhere when I've finished, but that's what I want to work on today. Let's make my camera bigger again. So I'm going to be focusing on digital artwork. I've got one of Christina's Skillshare classes to take. She's just released one that's about making scallop and diamond patterns, which I'm actually very excited to do. I tried to do a scallop pattern with the collection we did a couple of months ago and it didn't come out very well. I couldn't figure out how to get it right, so I'm really interested to take this class and to be able to make patterns like that, so that'll be fun. And then I also want to improve my traditional artwork skills as well. So as well as making digital artwork for our patterns and stickers, I want to be able to do lots of watercolour elements and gouache and just be able to create art on the page, scan that in and create patterns from that too, because I love the look of some of the watercolour ranges that we have. So if you remember some of our collections, I can show you actually. Let's shrink me down again. Hang on. I'll show you on our website. So our Bee Garden range, the papers, the designs here, this is watercolour artwork that I did that we scanned in and made into patterns. So just little flowers, leaves, hexagons, and even the stripes and the sky as well started life as watercolour. So I'd like to do more collections like that, which I know is quite different from, you know, the cute type stuff. What's a good example of the cute stuff? Jungle maybe. You know, like these cute ephemera pieces, you know, so the watercolour style and the cute style is quite different, but I think that's okay. I feel like I don't have to lock myself into one or the other, that there's room for both of those styles in our papercraft and sticker ranges. So we'll see. But yeah, quickly as well, before I go, I'll just show you some of the bits that I've been working on. So sketchbooks wise, I have like 3 on the go. So I've got a mini one, and they're all moleskin ones. This one I've filled. It's mainly watercolour. So I've been taking Irina Treskos on Skillshare has like a 100-day watercolour challenge. So a lot of these me trying to follow along with that. I mean, I certainly didn't do it in 100 days. I started it about over a year ago, I think, and I'm still going on it. I think I'm on about day 70 out of 100, but still, it makes you kind of fit in regular practice. I have this bigger one as well, which I just completed. If you want to see through it all the way properly, I do have a flip through up on Instagram. So in this one I started to follow some tutorials by Emma Block. I also stick things in from, this was an envelope from a birthday card I got, and I really liked what the illustrator had done on the envelope, so I stuck it in and I've copied it here. I would only ever copy something as like sketchbook practice. I obviously would never use this in my own designs because it's someone else's artwork, but this is kind of how I learn, just by sticking in things that I like. This is from a book by Emma Block called Get Started with Gouache. So I've been doing a lot of the tutorials from her book, and I've been really enjoying how to learn to use gouache and get better with it. It's a really fun medium because you can water it down like watercolour to make a sort of washy type background, but then you can also use it very thickly so that, you know, you can put light colours on top of dark, which you can't do with watercolour. So I like how some of my designs have been coming out following that. So there's just a mix of things in here, some more successful than others. And yeah, I finally finished that one. I also have a big one, which I was too scared to use at first because it's so big, but now I really love it. I haven't done as much in here, but that's nice because it means I've got lots of pages to go. This I really enjoyed doing. So I did the same scene in different mediums. So this one's watercolour and gouache, this one's soft pastels and gouache. Gouache. I feel like I can never say that word properly. This one's acrylic, and I think I did gouache on top again. That one's watercolour. This is more gouache that I did from Emma Block's book. And this one I stuck in my Mother's Day card that James and the kids got for me, and I kind of did a version of that. And that's where I'm up to with that one. And I was looking through my old art books, which I dug out of the wardrobe a few weeks ago. So this is some of the stuff I did in school when I was 16. And I thought it was really interesting because I thought some of it was quite good. So these watercolours, yeah, like when I looked at them I was like, I can't believe I painted that. So I was feeling a bit, I don't know, a bit of an imposter as a artist and illustrator, because it's kind of an odd feeling to feel like somewhat of an imposter in my own business, because James has done a lot of the artwork for StickerKitten so far, but this sort of gave me a little boost, you know, helped me remember that I always have loved art and I always have done art, and that this working on StickerKitten full time is the right thing for me. It feels really, really positive, really exciting. It feels like the right direction. It feels like the beginning of something really magical, and yeah, I look forward to sharing more of that journey with you. So thank you for watching, and see you soon.